Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Okay. Hey, first and foremost, we're gonna give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, of course, right? And we do so by the way of His Son, Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ.
That's right.
That's
Con.
right. Con, right? But again, you know what I'm saying, right? The scriptures say there's none other name under heaven given amongst men whereby we must be saved, right? I believe that's Acts 4 and 12, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct.
Right? So, right, we got to know what his name is. You see what I'm saying? And we got to call upon that name. You see what I'm saying? Right? And his name, we know that Jesus wasn't his name, that's a transliteration, right? That's the Greek version of his name. All right. So we know that. In the English, it would be Joshua, but in the Lashawan Kodash, that's the ancient Hebrew, Paleo. All right. That's the holy tongue, right? It's Yahweh Shah. All right. So all praises, right? But we got the mighty elder right here. You know what I'm saying? Elder Marshall.
Shalom Hakim.
So y'all be on the lookout for his Wisdom Wednesday classes that's going to be coming from here on out. All right, but your cat brother Azariah, I'll drop back through from definitely from time to time. All right. But also, before we get into it, everybody see the title. You know, we're going to definitely get into this. This is going to be a powerful lesson, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Just because, man, we got to be vigilant of what our enemy, this devil Esau, is doing. You see what I'm saying? And how he preys on our women, the weaker vessel. All right. All right. So I want you to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to it. Subscribe to FOG Hebrew Israelites, our main page. Please do that. Right. And then we got the brother Ash Rakar. Go over there and subscribe to his page, The General. All right. And then also FOG St. Louis. All right. All right. So we definitely want y'all to do that. But as we said before, this is going to be a powerful lesson. I got a video that I'm going to use, that we're going to use today. We're going to get into some precepts too, right? And definitely bring it out through the spirit, okay? But like I said, we're going to use some videos and give our commentary, our opinion, you know what I'm saying, on what this devil is saying.
Can I bring precept out real quick, before you bring that out?
Hey, Khan, go ahead, King. I'll be right back.
Right. This is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Yeah, because Esau right now, who's going to come up against him right now except Yahweh Shah and Heavenly Father when that time comes. But no one's coming up against Esau. He can go do whatever he wants to do. He's running around all over the world, doing as he please, what he wants to do, when he wants to do. So this man's like a lion that's hungry. When a lion that's hungry, that's on the prowl, hey, everything's fair game. If it's if a lion, if the hunger is strong enough, they'll even go attack an elephant. So
that's right.
Right now, Esau is hungry. He's starving. Plus, he knows his time is coming nigh, man.
Yeah, and he know his time is short, and that goes into, actually it's going to go into what we're going to see with this fella Peter Nygard. All right, that's what we're going to see. These Edomites, you know what I'm saying? They know their time is short in multiple different ways, right? They know we coming to the end of this age, right? To the culmination, right? to get us to the battle of Armageddon, right, where our Lord Yahushua puts down, right, all of these other nations, right? And then as Paul wrote, I think that's in Corinthians, right? As he wrote, then Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, will offer up the kingdom to Yahweh, right? See, that's what was going on. He offered up the kingdom to Yahweh. You see what I'm saying? And then in turn, Yahweh makes him King of Kings, Lord of Lords. That's why he was being brought before the Most High Yahweh in the vision that Daniel saw. And then it was given him. You see what I'm saying? Right? It was given him after he had offered it up, right? He gonna get it, you know what I'm saying? But right, like you would say, the ceremony, you see what I'm saying? It's him going before the Father, right? The Most High Yahweh, right? As him being the captain, you see what I'm saying, of the heavenly hosts, right? Number 2 in command, that's Yahweh Shai, right? He offered up after he defeated all of the enemies on earth, right? He defeated at the Armageddon. That's what he did. That's what he's going to do, Salakia, right? And then in turn, Yahweh is going to give him dominion, right? And then the saints going to take the kingdom, and then we're going to possess it forever and ever and ever.
And ever and ever. And ever,
right? Ever. And Esau knows that this is coming. You see, he knows that is coming. And he also knows that he's genetically inferior too. Right?
Hey, Esau's like this, man. It's like you have if everybody ever had this experience where you are able to see you're doing something and you already foresee that, look, I'm about to go do this, and I know when I do this, this is going to happen, and it ain't nothing I can do about it. And you already know it's going to happen. You already foresee it's going to happen. But guess what? You have no control, and you still continue on and do it. Because why? You have no control over your own thoughts of what you're going to do.
Absolutely. Yeah, you right. The scriptures say a man's goings are of the Lord.
Love the Lord.
So you got no free will. All right. But again, we're gonna use this video. I'm gonna use it for fair use. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Hey, look, you gotta be safe nowadays.
Right, you gotta be safe now on YouTube, man. Yeah. Man, boy. So hey, man. Right. This is for fair use. We just giving our opinion, our commentary on what's being said. All right.
For educational purposes only.
Right. For educational purposes only. All right. So we about to get into it. I'm about to start queuing up. Let me queue up this video real quick. Real quick, Bobby. 1 second, family. And I'm gonna start with. I think I'm gonna start with this one. All right, yeah, I'm gonna start with this one. 1 second. Start with this one. All right, con. So let me share my screen, Salakia family. My screen. And we're gonna get into it, man. You're gonna see the wickedness of Esau and the cunning craftiness, you know what I'm saying, and wanting to play God, you know what I'm saying, right? The pride of this devil too, right, is what you're gonna see, and the manipulation. You see what I'm saying? How he what that says in Psalms 55. We were just talking about it earlier, right? Psalms 55 and 21. Bring that out real quick. Right. Let me. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up right here too. Right. See, that's what we have to watch out for. You know, like I believe the brother read, and that's through the Spirit, right? I think I heard you was bringing that out in Peter, right? That's what I was gonna call too. To be sober and be vigilant.
All right. This is Psalms 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
And butter, man, it's smooth, man. You know, that's how it's designed to be. You know, not like, you know, you're putting it in your refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? Right. But you keeping it at room temperature, man. It's just smooth, man.
That's right.
Just gonna glide across that nice bread.
But war was in his heart.
See that? Although his words are smooth, war is in his heart, and you can see that in the modern day Edomite. Right? These Edomites here in America talk like this democracy is such a good thing, and we're just going around the world where we got garrisons in everybody's country pointing nukes at them. We're just doing it to keep the peace, you know?
That's right.
Right? And we just want everybody to come into this democracy because it's been so good for us. How, Sway?
Right. Because you know why? Because his words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn sword.
Right.
And just like you said, and what did he do? He talked that smooth talk, and that's you know, he's got garrisons in your country.
You're right. Right. He done butted you up, told you he was his best friend, you know what I'm saying? Right? Now, next thing you know what I'm saying? He putting garrisons all up in your country, right? Telling you what to do. You got to take his damn democracy, right? And that's why him and his compadre, the Russian Edomite, you know, they added, because they was friends in World War II. People forget that.
That's right.
Okay, they were on the same side. Russia, right? The Soviet Union was part of the Allies, okay? In World War II, right? But see, he said, remember, it says in, I think that's in Daniel, it says that, or in Revelations, it says that his build was different than his fellows, right?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a difference between the Edomites, but they was friendly, right? And now what happened? Look, what, 80, 90 years later or whatever, right? America got garrisons in everybody's country all around Russia, right? They talking about, and remember, he was just trying to, this American Edomite was just trying to put nukes in what, Poland or whatever?
Right.
Right. Hey, come. Hey, the mighty Sarge just sent me a precept. You know, he asked me to bring out, so I'm gonna bring it out. Shout out to the Sarge too. Hey, and y'all go subscribe to his page too, man. That's FOG Sergeant. All right, on YouTube, man. So he said, check out. Let me pull this up real quick, and then we about to get into the video, fam. I promise you, right? We about to get into this video too, right? But what was you about to say, Elder Salakia? I didn't mean to cut you off.
It wasn't important. I slept with mine. If it was important, it'll come back.
Con. Yeah, because what I was saying is that remember that they were friendly. Now America just over this Ukraine situation, they was trying to put, you know what I'm saying, nuclear capable launchers right there in Poland. That's right on the border of Russia. And they are like, Vladimir Putin shouldn't be mad about that. It's just ridiculous, right? This is Psalms 109 and 2. It says, for the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are open against me. Ain't that the truth, boy? Right? Salakia. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. Right. Absolutely, man. See, the words of this devil, man, they're deceitful, man. Right? Even though they smooth as butter, you got to really listen. You got to really pay attention.
You're so true about that, because you definitely have to listen. Because, and not only that, you have to educate yourself in words. Because this man would say one word and you think it means something. But he's dealing with the root and etymology of that word.
That's right.
But talking to you using new speech. But writing his laws using Latin, which goes back to the root word.
That's right. That's right. Right. When you
this man is tricky.
Yeah, he's very tricky, and you know what I'm saying? Very deceptive, you know what I'm saying, with his words. You see what I'm saying? Right? Like what we was talking about it, what was it? What was talking about? Like foster parents or something like that? How he used that word to trick people. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, we're gonna get back on topic. We're gonna get to the commentary on this video. All right. So let me go ahead and get here. And let's play this. This is Chris Hansen, right? Everybody know who Chris Hansen is, right? Huh?
Well,
This Edomite right here?
Some should probably might know him.
Right. Y'all should know who this Edomite right here is. Chris Hansen. If you don't know, he used to have a show that I believe it was on NBC, right? It was called To Catch a Predator. Right? Here we go.
Right.
Oh, right. Can you hear that?
No volume out.
Oh, Slovakia. I think I know why. There we go. Why is this?
YouTube space.
There we go.
And we had done some shows and stories, and it was strongly suggested to me by a number of other content creators that I should investigate Onision, Gregory James Jackson, who was very popular.
Oh, Slovakia.
Channel,
This
and had a big following amongst young women. And the allegation.
This not the right video. Slovakia family. Let me hold on 1 second. Let me find the video because that's definitely not it. 1 second. I think I found it.
This game.
Yeah, I found it. All right, here we go. This is what I want. So let me share my screen again and let's get to it. That's gonna be hard. Slovakia family. Here we go.
Well, your newest show is an investigation on Peter Nygard.
Correct.
And I've been hearing about this guy for years,
Yeah.
way before he got arrested recently. And I heard that he would have girls and everything else like that. I never heard about the underage thing, to be honest. Probably because of the circles.
Pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
Edomite pedophile. All right.
Right.
And I go, I have nothing to do with that. So I never heard that. So when I heard about all the underage stuff, it was like, oh, okay, like this is way more serious. I just thought it was some.
I mean, but should we be shocked for real? Really? Should we be shocked because the age of consent in a lot of these states is what, like 15 years old?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Your own state and federal constitution promotes pedophilia. By the way.
So they're just following within the very guidelines that they set up for themselves.
That's right. So I mean, like, I know it depends on where you at. Every state is different, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, there's plenty of states where the age of consent is like 15, 16 years old. Okay. So this is ridiculous, right? And you Edomites are ridiculous.
Old guy who just liked a lot of girls around. But ultimately, there were some really interesting stories about abortions.
So they said that maybe he's just an old guy that likes to have a bunch of young girls around him. That's normal? That's normal for a 67-year-old man to have like teenage girls around him, right? And because he a billionaire, right? So-called white person, Caucasian, right? He can get away with it. And remember, this is just our commentary on it, right? It's just our opinions.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep going, Ak. You got something you want to say?
What does the scripture say? When a rich man speaks,
Right.
so
Everybody listen.
Yeah. So he's got when you got that type of money, when you was a billionaire.
Yeah, he's a billionaire.
With that type of money comes a bit of power.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
and so and we know they wield their power like they use their money, so they go hand in hand.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
they'll
Yeah,
trust
absolutely.
the person.
Right. And you think he's not, and he's going to go on to talk about it, right? I mean, I've watched this. He's going to go on to talk about how Peter Nygard had a lot of well-known, respectable Edomites come out to one of his many compounds, and particularly the compound in the Bahamas, I believe. Wonder why he was in the Bahamas. We're going to get to that. All right. You know who in the Bahamas, right? That's your brother and sister, right?
That's right.
Wickedness, man.
Can you explain that?
He was obsessed, Peter Nygard was, with stem cell research and anything that he could get his hands on to preserve his health and youth. And
Woo! Y'all heard that?
See that?
You heard that, family? Didn't I just say that? Right. Because he know his time is short. Not only the end of the age, but he know he's genetically inferior. Too, right? And of course, right, he wants to extend his life. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's scared because he fears death, something that he shouldn't fear. Right? Right? Because he know, man, ain't nothing good for him really, even after the grave. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to come back here and be a slave. All right.
And all that money that he acquired and he made,
Right.
What is what?
Right. It doesn't mean anything. Hold on one second, Salakia. Go ahead.
All that money is just it's all vanity. Now he's sitting there near the end of his life, and he doesn't want to die, and he's contemplating ways to try to extend his life. However, everything that he's going to do and try to do is going to come to naught. Because why? It's appointed for everybody.
Right. It's appointed for everybody to die. So
Right.
you should fit. And what it say? Oh, you reading that precept, right?
I was just looking what I was about to do was the time. Ecclesiastes 3:1.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. So why fear death?
Right. To everything. Right. Again, to everything. Yeah, there's a season, right? And a time to every purpose under heaven. Right. So there is a time and a season for your life too, because you're under heaven, aren't you?
That's right.
So you cannot fear these things. You have no control over it anyway, Peter Nygard. All right. Peter the man, I don't even want to say that, man, because that's the name, you know.
Right.
But this Peter Nygard, this Peter's a devil. All right. Right. And look, and a time to every purpose under heaven, right? A time to be born, and again, a time to die. All right, as we said, man. But we know, right, that when you die, you know what I'm saying, that in the reincarnation, right, that you will live again.
That's right.
All right. And that's why it also says in Ecclesiastes that what? There's no remembrance of former thing, right? That's 3 and 15. All right, let's just jump down to 15, right? Salakia, this is not what I thought it was. It's not 3 and 15. Right. I mean, it's kind of just in the same vein, though. That which have been is now.
That's
right.
right.
You see that? right? And that which is to be have already passed. See that? And the Most High Yahweh requires that which is past. So everything that you done, Esau, the Most High is going to require that of you. All right? And we're speaking on the micro level, right? But also for us, Israelites, you see what I'm saying? What we do, the Most High requires that of us too, right? Because we got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
All right? All right, so let's get back. Let's get back to it.
Longevity. And according to many people involved in the investigation, he actually would impregnate underage girls, have them get abortions, and then harvest the stem cells of the fetuses to inject.
See that? You see what he said, that he would impregnate underage girls, right? They're going to get into where he's at on his compound, right? I've already dropped the beans. It's in Bahamas, so trust me. This is a lot of Benjamite women, young sisters, right? That this guy was preying on, this Peter Nygard. All right. And he would impregnate them and then make them have abortions so he could harvest the stem cell. That's why, sisters, we tell you should not abort your babies. For one, that's murder anyway, right? And then secondly, because these devils are harvesting it, and then he gonna get into it. I ain't gonna spill the beans. Watch what he say though. Watch this.
Inject in himself under the belief that it would be.
What did he say?
More better, and then harvest the stem cells of the fetuses to inject in himself under the belief that it would be more beneficial than random stem cells.
See that? He would impregnate the young girls, right? Make them have abortions. He would harvest. This is what these billionaires do. These billionaire Edomites doing: harvest the stem cell and inject it into himself, right? Because he was obsessed with living, extending his life, and he thought that it would help him extend his life, right? But wait till we get to the end, right? Man, this is crazy, Elder.
Oh my God, I hadn't even seen. This is my first time actually seeing, so I'm kind of really speechless. I'm not really shocked, but it's just just play it out.
Come on, let's go.
From another source, and that he would go to China and other countries to learn how to do this and have it done. And the underage aspect of this was, a big
part. See that? So you went to Moab, right? To learn, more about it. You know what I'm saying? To get it done, probably because some things he wouldn't be allowed to do legally here in America regarding stem cell. Okay, so that's why he would go overseas to his other Confederate heathens.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, King.
See, this is why when you like Obadiah 1:7, you'll understand why the people that was in Confederacy is going to be against him. Because once people start understanding and realizing all these things that this man is doing, they thought, oh, we're cool with it, but you find out he's even doing this to your people. He doesn't care. This is a man that
Con. Hey, fair use. Salaki, I didn't mean to cut you off, but fair use. We only giving our commentary, right? Lord willing, they don't hit us with a copyright strike. I know that about Vlad. That's why I said it from the jump. All right. But shout out to the FOG Sergeant. That's his YouTube. Y'all go subscribe to it, Kings. Con. But go ahead, Salaki.
Salaki. Where was I at? I lost track where I was at. Salaki, fam. I lost the train.
Oh, Salaki. I did it to you again.
No, it's fine though, but we have to make sure with the fair use because we're just doing a commentary on it.
Right, we're just doing a commentary, right? We're just giving our thoughts, right? We're not profiting in any way off of this, okay?
Sure.
All right. Con, this is for educational purposes only. All right. So let's I'm gonna rewind a little bit.
I got it.
Oh, go ahead, King.
That's what I say. That's why Obadiah 1:7 talks about this confederacy. Because because the confederacy gets knowledge and start understanding what this man's been doing. But even though some of the things that he's doing, who are the things they probably might be Moab or Ammon, or might be it's probably really Israel. But they're going to start understanding, be like, this man is, like I said, he does not care about no one. If he doesn't care about himself, he doesn't care about his own children, he's polluting the water, the air,
Right.
water,
putting food, putting rat droppings in the chocolate. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. That's it.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Like our elder was saying, I mean, this guy is a psychopath, man. This nation of people, right? Again, this is Chris Hansen. This is not Peter Nygard. All right. We're going to show Peter Nygard. You see what I'm saying? But y'all can look him up. Okay. And look at the accounts against him and what he's done. We're going to share some, you know what I'm saying? But we're not even going to get into everything that he's alleged to have done. All right. And he did this. I mean, he said he did this type of behavior, man, for like going on 50 years.
50 years.
50 years, man. This man was allowed to just prey on people. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about him preying on none of the heathen. I only care about what he did to our people.
That's right.
All right. But I know y'all bleeding heart Christians, y'all should care because Peter Nygard is a self-proclaimed Christian. Ooh. By the way, let's go.
Aspect of this was, a big part of the investigation too. But that's part of it. That's how far he would allegedly go to extend his life and his lifestyle.
Well, he's 79 years old right now. So he felt that injecting stem cells from aborted fetus.
See that? He's 79 years old. And right, like this guy's saying, he felt like injecting stem cells from aborted fetuses. What?
This is from women that he impregnated himself would somehow keep him alive longer.
See, correct. He felt like doing that would keep him alive longer. Right, because again, like we read, man, right, that he fears death when he shouldn't. Right, that's what it tells us in Ecclesiastes. Right, there's a time to die. Right, and all men are appointed to die. Right, and by the way, Peter, your life is lent to you. Right. So Yahweh you think you can extend your life, and man, Yahweh could have took you out a long time ago if he wanted to. Right, but he had a purpose for you doing what you did. You see what I'm saying? And look how we can expose you devils.
I got precept real quick.
Go ahead, bring it out.
This is Psalms 73. I'm going to start at verse 5 and go to 6. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
That's right.
Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain. Violence covers them as a garment.
See that? Violence, right? Shall cover them. And they not in trouble like other men. This is Peter Nygard was a violent man. They said that he was a violent, I've seen in other interviews that he was violent in some of the encounters he would have with these women, right? Raping them, right? Forcing himself on them. Right? I think Chris Hansen's going to talk about it some in here. But go ahead, I know. Finish that up.
Oh, that was it.
Oh, Con, that was in?
Yeah, that was it. That's all we're doing.
Con, let's keep going.
And he kept doing that over and over again.
He did a lot of things. I mean, this is a guy, Vlad, who is being investigated for sexual assault.
Didn't I say he was violent? Did I say he was violent, man? But he's not in trouble like other men. Man. Again, this is fair use, all right? This is just our opinion, our commentary on what's going on. Man, boy, the wickedness, man. Man, no wonder why the scriptures call this nation of people, man, the border of wickedness.
Right.
Whew, man, let's go.
going back 5 decades, involving potentially thousands of women.
Didn't us? 5 decades.
5 decades of this man running rampant, doing as he please, doing as thou wilt.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
not one charge, no nothing. Look, but people want to tell us the scriptures ain't cold.
Man, the scriptures describe this nation of people's characteristics down to a T.
Yeah.
Right? When he break the yoke, he gonna live by the sword, right? Once he came out of the Caucasus Mountains, all right, during the Renaissance. And why in the world, Beyonce, you naming your album Renaissance? That's another topic for another day, all right? But anyway, I digress, right? But it says that once he break the yoke off his neck, that he was going to what? He would live by the sword. Man. Let's keep going, man.
Huh.
This is crazy.
One more.
Con, go ahead, King.
We're just jumping down to verse 12. We're still in Psalms 73. This is verse 12. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They in riches.
See that, fam? Y'all see that? Behold, these are the ungodly. Right? These people don't know our God, man, and he don't know them. Right? Who prosper in the world. What that make you think of, fam? Everybody's mind should go to this, right? Right? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Yeah.
Read that again.
This is Psalm 73, verse 12. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world.
Who prosper in the world.
They increase in riches.
And increase in riches. Man, why? Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Boy. And this Bible ain't cold, man. That's precept upon precept right there. All right. Let's keep going, Ak. Man, we're gonna have to come back, Ak. You with me, bro, to come back tomorrow?
I'm with you. Come back tomorrow, Ak.
Yeah, because I got we only going, but in the time we got left, right? I'm only gonna get through one video.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And Salakia. And I have about 2 more videos that I want to go through, all right, on this topic. So we go, but they short though, you know, it's just one of them. We're gonna watch the whole thing, it's only like 2 minutes, and the other one I just want to pinpoint like one certain thing in there.
Oh, that's fine. Let it play out.
So let's go. Let's keep going. Get as far as we can.
In Canada, in California, in the Bahamas, where he had a compound.
And where?
Bahamas.
So he was doing it where, and they said in Canada and somewhere else, and also where? In the Bahamas. See, nowhere. He didn't say a compound anywhere else. Now, did he?
Nope.
Let's rewind that just a little bit.
Take it back, son.
Take it back.
Involving potentially thousands of women. In Canada, in California, in the Bahamas, where he had a compound, where he would routinely,
see, where he had a compound everywhere else, he was doing it. He was getting women and doing the same behavior in Canada and in California. Of course, in California, they let you do anything in California.
Oh yeah, anything goes over there.
Oh man. Right, but he had a compound in the Bahamas. Wow. All right, now let's keep going.
according to witnesses, take underage girls, drug them, get them drunk, seduce them.
The words of his mouth, smoother than butter. Right? Drug them, get them drunk, seduce them.
And rape them in a most vile.
Rape them.
Rape
them. Do we got a precept on rape? You better believe it, man. You better believe it, man. Let's get that. In Deuteronomy, right?
Done.
Let's see. That's Deuteronomy. I think it's 25. Yeah, here we go. Right.
Yeah.
All right. This is Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 25.
Yes.
But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her to lie with her, then that man only that lie with her shall die. I mean, she worthy of death. Man, that's how it worked, man. All right. Let's get back to it.
Vile and vicious fashion. Seduce them and rape them in a most vile and vicious fashion.
Vile. He was probably ritualistically raping some of these girls, I would imagine. Right? He said the most.
He said what?
Vile way. Go ahead.
The most what?
He said the most vile way. Whoa.
Hebrews 12 and 16.
Bring it. Oh, let me pull it up too. Watch this.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau,
right,
who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. This man, look, this man is.
What's that? Hebrews 12 and
16.
Hebrews 12. It's Hebrews what? Salakia?
Hebrews 12 and 16.
12 and 16, Salakia, man. My mind go. this Edomite, man. You lose my mind. Right? Lest they be again any what? Fornicator or profane person. Let me read in another translation. Let's see what the NLT say. All right? About Esau.
Right now, nothing really surprised me what Esau does, but right now I'm kind of like really taken back what he's doing to our people, and especially to our women. And
see this? Right. Go ahead, King.
Oh no, that's all I have to say. Because
she look, man, and he's down there in the Bahamas in this compound doing this to our women. This is Esau, right? Make sure that no one is as what? Immoral or godless. Didn't we just talk about him being godless?
That's right.
In Psalm 73? And these script, man, all right, man. Right? As Esau. Like Esau. That's what this rendering says. Let's see what the ESV rendering says. All right. Real quick.
Those alternate texts.
That no one is. What is wow. You see that? Family, do y'all see this? That no one is sexually immoral or unholy like Esau.
And which translation is that one?
The ESV.
The ESV. I gotta put
right?
that.
This is Dr. Michael Holloway. This is his favorite translation. This is Faithful to God, Vocab Malone. This is your preferred translation right here.
Oh, but he's going to say that's only referring to Esau back then.
Yeah, that's what they're going to try to say, right? But we know that the scriptures prophesies Esau being the rulership at the end. And the Bible says in Ecclesiastes that there's no end to a people.
That's right.
So nations ethnicities just don't disappear off the face of the earth. That's ridiculous. If Ishmael can still knows right through history, archaeology, and through prophecy too that he's Ishmael. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about the Arab man, right? And they're still around. They were around before Esau.
Because Esau made it a point when he came around the time as a so-called industrial revolution here in America, when they made sure to take away to send the kids to learn how to work in their plants. instead of you being self-sufficient and be reliant on yourself, and where you learn the real knowledge, like everywhere else outside the United States, they know their heritage, they learn their true history, and they know who they are. But here in America, Americans, and I heard it said, and I know you heard it said overseas, being in the military, Americans are stupid.
Right, absolutely. Americans,
and I heard that countless times from a lot of people being overseas. Americans are stupid.
Right, right. Because in this Edomite, this nation of people, Esau, he makes and he's done it kind of to the whole world. But still, even though most of the nations are overseas, they kind of have a better understanding of history and who they go back to. You see what I'm saying? Biblically, that is too. You see what I'm saying? But just some Edomite, Rene Lessin, right, and in the 17th century, he just color coded the whole world based on nothing.
Off visual aspects.
Right, off visual aspects. And gave everybody and assigned every nation as a color out of a coloring box.
Right.
Out of a crayon box. Salakia. So, Khan, we got about 5 more minutes, Ak, and then we already going to be at about going on 50 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Like we said, family, we're trying to keep these short and concise, you know, so that y'all can watch. But, you know, sometimes things like this, you know, are going to go a little bit longer. We're going to have to go into multiple parts. But let's watch a little bit more, Ak, right? And then we'll just pick it up tomorrow from where we left off.
And we went down to the Bahamas, it's been a year now, and interviewed a lot of the victims, the survivors, and some of the people who were witnesses. And he was able to get away with this for so long because of wealth and corruption.
Wow, we should stop right here. Didn't we just read that? Or talk about that?
Yeah.
Well, we just read it too, right? They're not in trouble like other men. Because he got away with it because of his wealth. Let's keep going.
And a sense of impunity like I've never seen. And I've covered a lot of criminal cases in 40 years.
Wow. Now, this is Hanson. This dude, he has, right, to his credit. So he's speaking from experience that he's never seen somebody escape prosecution, probably when there's been overwhelming evidence against this pedophile Edomite billionaire, Peter Nygard. And again, this is just my commentary, me and the brother Marshall's commentary on this. Just fair use. All right. Okay. Let's go a little bit further. I mean, this is just baffling, and I didn't even got to the good video of him actually speaking. Peter Nygard.
Right, because he's worth $900 million.
Correct.
He's got a fashion empire.
Correct.
Nah, basically, he's a billionaire. All right.
And I guess he has a big compound in the Bahamas.
It's amazing. He is right next door to.
Now, see how they're harping on his compound in the Bahamas.
Yeah. Why is that? Why is that there, people?
You got to watch. See, this is the thing, right? They're going to get into it. I'm a whole lot. We're going to get into that in the part 2. Watch. He about to drop some bombs on what was going on in that compound in the Bahamas. Man, oh man, bro. Like the scripture says, nobody's more. I got to get that one more time before we go. That precept was too cold to describe Esau. And we got all of the proof, man. Just like all of these Edomites who've been getting locked up. Epstein, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? For being sexual deviants, right? And our scriptures say we shouldn't. The scriptures say we shouldn't be like them. I'm gonna share my screen one more time. I just want to pull this precept back up. One last time. All right. This is Hebrews 12:16 in the ESV. That no one is sexually immoral or unholy like Esau. Wow. Wow. Right? Because Esau is a base man. He's vile.
He's a brute beast.
Right. And that's what that guy said. He said he was vile. Sure, let me
Job?
TV. Let me see if I can find this precept I'm looking for real quick.
That is
What is that? I thought it was in Job.
Job. Brute beast. Man. I think that's 30.
Oh no, But
H-Ben, they were children of fools.
Say what?
They were children of fools.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Job
Base
30,
man.
Job 30, verse 8.
Con Job 30 and 8, right. That's what I wanted. All praises. Appreciate that. Right, here we go. Right. See, watch this. Right. Let's start at verse. We start verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I have disdained, and to have set with the dogs of my flock, right? Because Esau, these other nations, they're dogs, right? Like Yahweh Shah said, right, in the parable of Lazarus, they came, the dogs came and licked Lazarus' sores. That's representation of the other nations. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hand profit me, and whom old age was perished. For what? And famine, they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in the former time, right? Desolate and waste, right? He's talking about Mount Seir. Mount Seir, all right? In modern term, the Caucasus Mountains, all right? Right? Who cut up mellows by bushes and junior roots for their meat. See, they would eat any fucking thing, all right? Right? They were driven from amongst men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the what? The cliffs of the valley, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks, right? You look up Mount Seir, all right? Look it up, all right? And then look up the Caucasus Mountains too.
Real quick, can I just tap in real quick and join this with that? This Malachi, the book of Malachi 1 and 3. Right. And I hated Esau and laid his mountain and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. So that's where he was set. That was for him.
That's right. That's where it said, fleeing into where? The wilderness, in the former times. All right. Come on, man. So with that, that's beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and close it out here. We're gonna come back tomorrow. I promise we're gonna come back tomorrow. Actually, we're gonna try to get started at 6 and go to about maybe 7:30. We should be able to get everything done. All right. From 6 to about 7:30, maybe 7 if we get it wrapped up. But we got some more heat. We got the part 2 on Peter Nygard. After we finish that up, Lord willing, we'll get to a couple of current events. Because it looks like our country is getting ready, not our country, Slovakia, this piece of shit country, right? Babylon is about to slip into a recession, right? Some analysts are saying this country's already in a recession, and then now the Federal Reserve is trying to say no, and the economists trying to say no. Some of the indicators saying, but the GDP's been going down.
Hey, can I say real quick? They always had the traditional definition of a recession. Now, all of a sudden, this administration wants to chase the definition. I think the old, roughly paraphrasing, the old definition of recession was two or three consecutive months of negative
decline in GDP.
Right.
Right.
So they want. So now this new administration wanted to change it to continuous months of negative loss. Dude, it's the same thing.
This is absolutely
the same thing.
And people.
And what we was just talking about, the way this man speaks and his words.
Words in his mouth. they smoother than butter. So, like Lord willing, that's a sneak preview. Look, we're gonna get to that. We just gave y'all a quick taste, but we wanted to get on that because, we know, right, me and the Elder Marshall, we know, through the Spirit that that's where we're headed, So we want to admonish our people, man. Don't be out here spending up all your money. You better start preparing yourself, man, because of course, when World War III break out, recession and depression is coming, right?
That's
famine, right? You see, so y'all better start getting prepared, man. Now here spending your money willy-nilly like everything all good. Everything not all good. It's a damn drought about to be a drought on the West Coast.
Right. Come. Hey, if people can't see the Lord's working with you, just one day just sit down and just watch the daggone Weather Channel and watch the weather around the world.
Right. Just watch it. Right. And turn off MSNBC and CNN, man. And I'm just talking about for the major networks. And watch Fox News sometime. I ain't plugging them. They wicked too, right? But when you got one side in power, you have to watch the opposition to get a better understanding of what's going on.
Now, if it was the other way around, we'd be saying, hey, unplug Fox.
Right. And then watch CNN. Okay.
Right.
So
because they're going to say one of the powers going to tell you one thing where the opposition is going to be there's going to be giving you the facts of what's really going on.
Right. And that's why we always say, the elder, when I was in a previous camp, some of y'all might know, that's what one of the main things he would say to me, he said, and he would say is that you should, you can't trust America to give you the news, you know what I'm saying, on itself. I remember when I used to watch the Elder Marshall back in the day in the old camp, you know what I'm saying? Right. They would definitely be saying that, he would be saying it, that you have to watch. You can't expect America to give you proper edification on itself. So you have to watch outside, like RT News, right? Different outlets, Al Jazeera, to get a true understanding of and especially how the world looks at Babylon.
That's right. Because I got a chance to watch like Australia news and some other news and Pakistani news, and they was clowning Biden. They was joking the way they was joking America, and the first thing came to my mind was like, oh, that's what the other country said. Have you become as weak as us?
Right.
Okay.
Is this the man?
Is this the man? Okay.
Hey, well, and with that, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna close it out, fam. Right? It's definitely been wonderful. We're gonna be back tomorrow, like we said, 6 o'clock. For the finish this up. You see what I'm saying? On Peter Nygard, the Edomite pedophile Christian. All right. And then we're going to talk a little current events, you know what I'm saying, about things that our people should be aware of and looking out for. All right, y'all keep plugging in and tuning in to Wisdom Wednesdays, man. This is beautiful edification through the Spirit. So all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, right? All praises, man, to the Heavenly Father. Again, we do so by the way of His Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, right? We got the Elder Marshall from Baltimore, man. If you in that area, plug in with him, right? Mighty man, right? And you got your brother, Captain Azariah. We're going to go ahead and sign out now, fam, and say shalom.
Shalom.